Alright, so we are soon going to hit the climax of the main battle in Wano. Luffy's recovering and about to head back up to the top to fight Kaido, and Big Mom is being dealt with by Kid, and the advantage in numbers is exponentially balancing out the longer the battle goes on thanks to Tama's dangos. But I think we all know already, at the end of Wano, Kaido and the Beast Pirates and Big Mom as well are all going to be defeated by the end of it. I think the bigger question to ask will be this: how will the power scale shift with 2 Yonkus taken out of the picture? Before I get into the video though, consider liking and subscribing if you enjoy my content. So first of all, I think 1 Yonko seat automatically will be given to Luffy, as he is fighting Kaido and even holding his own in the time they were fighting one-on-one. It only makes sense. Also the fact that he's the main character and all. For the second empty Yonko seat, most people will probably say all out because he's a more prominent character, but I think Kid is a lot more likely. I love Law, but how Oda presents Kid and Law's strength, Kid just seems like he's decently stronger. Not to say Law is weak, he definitely isn't, but he's just not as strong. And then on top of that, people have to remember this: Law has a completely different goal in mind than Kid and Luffy. Unlike Kid and Luffy who want to find the One Piece, Law just wants to find the meaning of the will of D. So his concern is not at all about taking a position as a Yonko. It's sort of similar to power dynamics of the monster trio of the Straw Hats in that regard. The general consensus is that the ordering of the monster trio strength goes Luffy, then Zoro, and then Sanji. And it's not like Sanji is weak or anything, he's definitely on the strong side of characters. But becoming stronger is not a concern for achieving the dream he wants to achieve, which is to find the All Blue, whereas Zoro's dream is to become the greatest swordsman, and that inherently has strength as a requirement to actually do it. And with Luffy, he wants to be king of the pirates, which obviously needs him to be a strong person to be in one of the highest positions a person can be in. So for the Yonko seats, I think one will definitely go to Luffy, and most likely the other will go to Kid. I say most likely to Kid because I can't think of any characters that would also try challenging him for the spot. There are characters in strength such as Mihawk for example, but he doesn't really care at all about those type of things. And the rest are the same, preoccupied with other interests, or they don't really want to take it. And I don't want to say that they will automatically be as strong as say Shanks for example, because they will only have just then reached that point. I still think they will be weaker than Shanks just because of his experience, but they are probably individually stronger than say Blackbeard, but maybe not in overall forces because he seems to have one of the biggest crews, probably only second to Kaido. And as for the ex-warlords, they are all wild cards honestly. Mihawk, as I said, wouldn't have any interest in challenging Kid or Luffy because he wouldn't have a reason to, but I can also imagine him randomly showing up to some strong Pirates HQ to fight some strong people just because of how bored he is. And for Boa Hancock, she probably won't do anything to be honest. But if for example Luffy gets in a tight spot, I can see her going to aid him, and that would be a good way to reintroduce her back into the story. For the others like Weevil, I don't think it will do anything major enough to impact the story on a larger scale. We can also include people like Doflamingo through the idea of him escaping on his own or having someone break him out, so he's not completely off the table. Also Crocodile too, I just remembered him. He will probably cause something major to get reintroduced back into the story, because now that I think about it, he hasn't shown up at all in the New World. The only time I remember is a brief scene of him reading the newspaper when Luffy got his 1.5 billion berry bounty. As for the world government, I don't think they'll have too much of a difference. They are creating those robots, which I can't remember the name of, to replace the warlord system, but besides that, I don't see them doing anything major. They're just sitting back quietly and watching how everything plays out mostly. Same for the Revolution Army. They are focused on seeing what's up with Sabo, so I don't expect them to do anything major at all anytime soon. Maybe after Sabo is recovered, if that even happens. But yeah, that's pretty much how I generally think things will go down once Big Mom and Kaido are removed from the picture. So yeah, hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe for more anime videos. Peace.